I mean, you do something for 25 days straight, I was lost. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Griffin, and this is Griffin Projects. Can you believe that it has been 6 days since Vlogmas? You know what? And I haven't done anything with YouTube at all in those 6 days. Like, who am I? Like, I miss doing this. Like, I really didn't know if I would miss it. Give myself a few days off, you know, and like rest and this and that, work and whatever. And then I was just like, yeah, I mean, it's all fine and good, but you know what? I miss YouTube. It was kind of a surreal realization because Vlogmas for me was something that was something that I decided to do, and it was a commitment thing where I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. It's actually a lot of fun documenting all the different stuff that I'm up to and all that, and then editing it and putting it on YouTube and seeing your comments or DMs and all that. Like, it was a lot of fun. And so for the last 6 days, I've kind of been lost. I mean, you do something for 25 days straight, I was lost. But not anymore, because the camera's on, it's recording, I'm talking to you, but we got something to do. Hold on. That's right. Do you see how big this is? It's huge. What is it? Well, I know what it is. You probably don't know what it is. You will know by the end of the video, but before I can even open this up, that's right, it's not just a talking head video for you today on day one of 2021, which is, that's another story. We have a lot of updates to catch up on. Before I can actually open this up, I have to go to the shop because I need a few things from the shop in order to do something with this. And it's like one thing too, so you're just, anyway. We're gonna go to the shop. We're gonna do a few updates. Cash has some updates that I think that you care to know, and like maybe we can get her on camera here in a little bit. But like, anyway, there's a mission. We're on it. Don't worry. Let's go. Cash, load up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There you go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! All right. What's up, Cash? Want a treat? Here. There you go. All right. So we got Cash loaded into the truck. She has a treat. She's still hanging in there. More update on that when we get to the shop, which will be for you just one cut, but for me, 25-minute drive. So, Cash, you ready? Ready to rock it? We're gonna do this cruise or what? All right, catch you at the shop.
20 minutes later.
Do we need an update on why you have a cone? Do we have to do that? Huh? Yeah. How are you feeling though? You good? Yeah. Okay, so we're back at the shop. This is Cash. It's time for a Cash update, but she hates being on my lap like this, so we're gonna let her down. Okay, so now it's time for the Cash update. Cash had radiation treatment. If you're new here, you should definitely check out Vlogmas. I'll link it up somewhere in the cards of YouTube, which is the link that shows up here. At any rate, you're going to go ahead and follow along because during Vlogmas, she did 3 days of stereotactic radiation at the University Teaching Hospital in Urbana, Illinois. You can go ahead and check all that out. Why is she wearing a cone? Good question. But it's actually pretty simple. She's having some radiation side effects, mainly that the hair right by her eye, which is where some of the radiation came in, is now irritated and is losing hair. Because of that, she was rubbing her face all over everything and using her hind legs to scratch and try to scratch at that area, which was then coming close to her eyeball. And I don't want anything to happen to her eyes. I was really worried about it. She actually made the skin super red, so I was worried that she already scratched her eye and all this stuff. We ended up going to the vet, did a bunch of tests. She did not scratch her cornea. She didn't do any of that stuff. They actually tested her tear glands too to make sure that they're producing tears at the same rate that they should be. All those tests came back normal, which is fantastic because that's another side effect that could happen from the radiation. So far, that is not an issue with Cash.
Thank the Lord. But overall, Cash is doing absolutely fine. She's still about the treat life. She still comes with me everywhere. Now she's just wearing this cone, which for the most part doesn't seem to bother her. In fact, she's using it to her advantage most of the time, because normally when she wants attention, she'll like start banging into things. She'll use her tail to like hit the wall or a door, or like she'll do a bunch of stuff like that, or run her nose into like my leg or into my arm or whatever. Now she's not only using her tail, her nose and stuff like that, she's using the actual cone. Like she'll come up to me and then like go like this and like hit me with the freaking cone. And I don't know, it's just one of those endearing things, like just to get my attention. Like Cash overall is doing really, really well. I'm just happy she's here. I'm happy she's eating. I'm happy that this one thing in December went well so far. So very, very happy about that. And the team, the radiation oncologist team at the University of Illinois Veterinary Teaching Hospital, have been absolutely fantastic with getting back to me with all my concerns, because you know, I'm like a worried parent, you know, of this dog. I'm just like, oh, is this normal? Is this right? Is this blah, blah, blah? You don't know how many times I've sent them pictures of Cash's poop. Like, a lot. Okay, now that you have had a Cash's update, it's time to grab some of the materials and get back home, so that way we can go ahead and set up what's in the big box. I'm really excited about it. Let's do it.
So down here, gotta grab this guy. Need some of these. And then, gotta come over here to the scrap pile. And we're gonna grab this guy. Always grab this piece too. All right, we're back home. I'm showing you where I sit and do my talking head stuff. See the softbox, mic, the camera, desk, chair. Okay, so you saw my whole setup here at the desk, which, you know, it's a nice little setup for, you know, YouTube. I mean, for a beginner, you know what I'm saying? Ugh. So, where does this come in? Let me show you. It's so exciting. Isn't this freaking awesome? Okay, so the brand Aperture, if you're not aware, which I don't expect you to be because normally I wouldn't be either, is a brand that's kind of taken the photography and the videography space by storm the last, like, I don't know how many years. It's been a few years now, but they make fantastic lighting equipment. And I'm sure they do other stuff, but I think they're generally known as this awesome lighting brand. And so what we're gonna do, well, should I just show you? Hold on. So what is this thing? What this is, an upgrade for this light, is this softbox. Now the softbox basically takes that light and diffuses it over my face and my background and all of that. But here's the problem, is the softbox is actually quite a bit small. I mean, it's fine for what it does, but the diffusion level is just not very great. So like I have to do all sorts of like hocus pocus magic in my camera in order to get it to look even semi-decent. And even then, I don't know how well this actually looks compared to what it could look like. So that's where this thing comes in. This is a much larger softbox. And by larger, I mean like significantly larger, like a lot larger. I'll show you. But, okay, so let's just see if we can get this set up. Hello. 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 So let me show you. Or try to. So now it has the diffusion, or the diffuser on the front, like that. All right, you ready to see the scale of these? I have them sitting right next to each other. let's go ahead. I'm going to show you. Look at it. So this one right here, that's the old one. This one is the new one. Old one, new one. Old one, new one. This is crazy. Okay, so to come over here, what I'm gonna do is see this stand. I'm just gonna reinforce the joints with the pieces that we brought from the shop using some zip ties until we get like a really nice C-stand for it. But I'm gonna do that off camera and then it'll be ready and I'm gonna put it together and I'll be at the desk. I'm not gonna do a time lapse, just need to get this done. Okay, so I added the brace. Since this dome is huge, you can see it's still curving quite a bit, but believe me, it is much, much, much improved. Okay, the new and improved YouTube setup. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. That's a big light source. I love it. Okay, so this is the new setup. I know it's probably really hard to tell, especially with like YouTube compression and all this stuff. I'm gonna look at it in like Premiere while I'm doing the editing and see how much I like it. But just from like the monitor that I have down here or the monitor above my camera, like the light just looks softer. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Now, the actual amount of light or the light setting of the actual light, I did not change just because I wanted to see the difference between the prior softbox to the new softbox. So overall, like I can even tell like right here, it usually does like a very distinct hard reflection right here. And it's like more dispersed. I don't know. It's just really geeky stuff, but whatever. I'm excited, okay? I love it. I just love it. I guess that's gonna be it for today's video for the most part. Like, I know we didn't get to do a ton, but you did get a cash update, which I think is fantastic, mainly because she's doing fantastic. We got this thing set up and reinforced the stand, which I think would honestly have just bent over and just been like, boop, because there's just so much now hanging over, you know? What a good day. What a good start to 2021. And that's what I'm gonna hope for every day of 2021 is to find the good, be grateful, all that kind of thing. I think that's the main gist or the main goal of this year is to really find the good and really like, you know, do everything I can to make everything that I do and everything that I'm involved in and everything whatever like as awesome as it can possibly be. 2020 was just a really rough year. I'm gonna be actively trying to make 2021 as awesome as it could possibly be. But anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you liked it, that you like it down below. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to join me for 2021, make sure that you hit subscribe on the channel. If you want to know when I post, make sure you hit the notification bell because that will let you know exactly when I upload. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure you leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you tomorrow.